Now, all right. So we are all mostly gathered here, continuing our adventures with Storm King's Thunder. We got most of our motley crew. We do got one missing. That's all good. But we are be doing the Black Road. Very popular. See how we all do, but as we'll start with a little box text first. There's nothing like the desert to make people feel small and insignificant. In every direction, huge dunes roll across the landscape, and an even bigger sky looms above. The oasis of Berithel is a motley collection of sun-bleached tents in the vast Aranok desert. Through various means, it has been arranged that you would meet with Azam, the caravaneer, in the large Kalimshan-style tent that passes for a tavern here. A pair of tieflings who seem to be unaffected by the heat, approaching visitors warily. The dim interior of the tent is a relief from the bright light and wind. Though it's as hot here as anywhere else, the gentle sounds of a stringed instrument fill the air. And then people inside are hunched over food, drink, and conversation. A dragonborn with rust-colored scales greets you, and will kind of point out a pointed out a private table. And as you guys arrive to the table, let's do some introduction. Start from 20. Let's start with Karatos.
Well, you see a female Minotaur in full plate armor, carrying a wicked-looking glaive as she scans the desert for enemies, but not those that would be worthy sacrifices. Mechanically, Karatos is a third-level Paladin of Glory for herself and the Horned Lord.
Glorious. And then we go from there to Mario.
It's me, Mario.
Mario is a giant barbarian hill dwarf, and he is from a plumber background and is therefore wondering what he is doing in the desert.
Yeah, all interesting questions. Then we go there. We go to Isna.
Isna is a Firbolg druid, and normally she's much more friendly, but today she's like, have you guys seen my moonstone and amethyst bracelet? I have like the worst headache. I need some, to make sure that all of my energies are vibrating in the right frequency.
I think you might have a disease. I may be able to cure that.
Yo, if you could do that in real life, that would be great. But for now,
Hopefully,
Isna just keeps looking through her stuff for her moonstone and amethyst bracelet.
And how are birch flower and cedar lock helping?
My tree friends are carrying Isna and helping use their branches to like shield the light out a little bit.
They must not be liking the lack of water.
No, and probably something to probably hold up since you find yourselves in the desert. How would you help birch flower and cedar lock hydrate it?
Hang on, let me look at my spells.
I think
So, as a druid, when we started to get into the desert, I would have prepared, create, or destroy water.
Sounds great. All right, awesome. Then we go for Isna and the Shade duo. Go to Jian.
John Wayne, son of Bruce, son of the Great One, sometimes referred to Gretzky, named after my uncles McLean, Rambeau, and Wick. He's level 1, a rogue, and will go into Battlemaster Fighter levels. And yeah, he's basically like a former monster hunter turned adventurer, trying to, do good in the world and help people stay safe, usually by killing people, other people.
Yes.
I was like, help people stay safe by killing them. Got it.
Yes. They are forever safe. But last but never least, into the darkness. Go to Draven.
Raven Nightmourner is a Drow rogue, and what you need to know about him is for a while he thought that, maybe I'll just sit this one out. But then he heard that the road is black, like his soul. Decided to come.
Yes. Well, with the exception of Cedarlock and Birchfire, who are probably just able to be outside, providing shade for lots of grateful people, as the duo seem to attract quite a number of people and like animals and whatnot. Walking shade, but the rest of you, though, the Dragonborn delivers water to you all, as well as dates, olives, and bread. And then before long, you are all joined by a lean, half-elven man with a long, craggy face and the dark skin and hair that shows his Rashimi ancestry. He has an impressive mustache. He's clad in practical desert gear. His most striking feature is a golden scaled pseudo-dragon that lays draped across his shoulders. Pseudo-dragon stirs, blinking with milky irises and sniffing the air, and it gives the man a nod before shifting its wings and settling back down to snooze. Seeing my patron, the man gestures to the snoozing dragon, as it was a perfectly normal thing, is most pleased you have come. We have business to discuss, and hopefully you are ready for a long journey. I am Azam, and we would like you to deliver a statue to Parnast. And, just kind of tell you, there have been a number of caravans to travel this black road that have not completed the journey recently. I've heard stories of goblins on the road have spread, and I'm hoping with you, especially with your stalwart reputations, can serve as an insurance against that. But yes, the caravan it carries a number of goods in addition to the statue of value, both of to me and the people of Parnas. And the statue that we need you to deliver, is for the Shrine of Axes. Was made in the Aranok Desert by artisans here. It's not small and it's not light. I don't know if it's magical or not, but so far nothing bad happened. And honestly, as long as I'm paid to transport it securely, that's what I plan to do with your all help. It is a 10-day travel along the Black Road to Parnas, and must protect the caravan from the increased number of attacks that are on the way from both these goblins and whatever else preys in this area. But the most things, hopefully, that you'll deal with other than that are feral creatures, heat waves, and sandstorm. I've even heard a tale or two about blue dragons spotted. Those an occasional fire element. But Chandra Stoll, a priestess out in Parnas, has offered to pay you all a tidy sum of 50 gold pieces if you return the statue to Parnas. It's safe travel. But as I look at some of you, well, I think Karatos the only one in heavy armor. There is some shops nearby that could help. Including this handy desert clothing to help pass. It's will definitely help keep you stay as cool as you can amid this heat wave. Well, then, as I will ask, do you all have any questions?
No, but Karatos will go purchase some desert garb.
Same.
Same.
Seems
Yep.
pretty straightforward. Take the big heavy thing from this place to another place, get gold, profit.
Yes.
Maybe deal with some goblins and other riffraff as well.
Yes.
And you said sandstorms as well.
Yep. Sandstorms.
Is that statue protected by like a cloth?
Yes. Well, since it is since it is big and heavy, the fear then would be not the sand, but if something happens to it and it'll
I
get
fear
trapped.
erosion.
Oh no!
Sandstorms cause erosion.
It'll be fine. The only thing we worry about is if it gets buried in it. If something happens to the caravan during the sandstorm, which doesn't happen, but if it does, our big fear then is since it's so heavy, it would easily get sucked into the sands. But no, since the statue was made at one of our other outposts in the desert out here, we do the stone we make can stand quite a bit from the sand.
Sounds good.
The only way to test the strength is if we left it here for a century or two, but who has time for that? But as you guys will start to travel in this Aranak desert, and we'll just fast forward. If you guys purchase it, you'll able to purchase it. I think it's like 4 gold pieces for a set, but and yeah, won't be too big. But with that, as you guys travel the Aranak desert, it's slow, hot, and full of blistering sun. There are no clouds, no promise of water anywhere. As Azam likes to start moving well before sunrise, and when the moon's full glory makes the dunes look like mountains of diamonds. The sunrise is a gorgeous spill of pink and gold across the horizon. But the baking sun is soon pounding on everyone like a hammer in a forge. Vultures occasionally soar overhead, hoping that something has died in the heat. And what the actual caravan is, it is about 4 wagons, each pulled by 2 foul-tempered camels. One of the wagons carries food, not only for you all included, and drivers, but also there are some supplies it's delivering to Parnas. One of the wagons carries water, mainly, just for you all. And but there is a shipment of medicinal herbs that also is making its way to Parnast. And there's another wagon carrying a shipment of weapons, again, on its way towards Parnast. And one of the wagons, I guess for you all the most important, carries the statue of Angharad. And the typical setup for you guys is the caravan travels and sleeps in 2 shifts every day. You travel from pre-dawn to noon and sleep from noon until late afternoon in the shade, and then travel from late afternoon until after dinner time. And sleep up from dinner time until like pre-dawn. But actually, what I will do first is to give kind of idea, at least where you guys have been so far. So you just see the map of the coast. Kind of farther to the back. Yep, the Black Road. So, and I guess since we're kind of looking at it, funny enough, you guys pretty much started nearby at Parnas by the Grey Peak Mountain Range. Then you guys took a road all the way to Nightstone at this far end, and now you find yourselves on the other side of the Black Road, making your way across. Maybe the first time wasn't too bad. Maybe it's magic or however you got across. But now you're heading from the Black Road this side, Arnak, making it to Parnast officially. But, things are strange like that. But really quick, as we get out, since there are 2 shifts for sleeping, how would you guys kind of split that up?
Karatos will take the shift that is during the day of guarding,
Mhm.
as Minotaurs are not blessed with keen eyesight at night.
Jian can do one of the night shifts.
Okay.
Mario can also do a night shift.
I can do a day shift.
Draven has say you want to do the night.
Raven will.
All right. That's good. to know.
Darkest out. Spirits speak. And
So-
he's less likely to have to talk to anyone.
That's funny. That's when most of you are together. But as you actually I'm gonna roll a die. Do evens for the morning and odds for the evening. Okay. So this map I kind of put together. And in the upper corner, I kind of have how the wagons were. So this will be like the noon and dawn time. So the wagons will be put here. You guys can kind of arrange how you want to do it. These are the camels, and this is kind of fire pit, cooking pits. I don't know if you want cedar lock that close to the fire.
No, I'm just using trees to guard entrances, but Cedar Lock will back away from the fire a little.
Okay. And then, so they also have 3 Gondiol. There's Azam will have 2 camels, and then there's 3 other drivers that'll kind of take the other wagons. So, point. Yeah, it's in the noon. It's kind of the absolute hottest at this point, the most miserable. And then, so yeah, for my night crew, how are you guys trying to? Would you guys, have like makeshift tent, or would you guys just find different spots along the way to kind of take a rest?
Night crew. John would probably be in the, in the driver's seat, the passenger seat of the wagon up here, just to get a higher elevation, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Mario would probably be sleeping during the day
Yes.
in one of the wagons.
Draven.
Is it noon or is it night now?
It's a noon.
Oh, it's noon?
Yes.
Then Draven would be sheltering under the shadow of a tree, glaring
Okay.
at everyone and everything. Although you get the feeling that it's not so much a glare as just can't quite see right,
Mm-hmm.
but you know he's glaring.
Yeah, if you feel it. Sensitive, but it's there. So would you say, would you be kind of on the higher branches that Cedar Lock's kind of holding you up?
Yeah.
Okay. Like 10 feet off the ground. Okay. Cool. And I would say after a while, Cedar Lock kind of has it shaped like how the shade goes. It's actually pretty comfortable when you rest. So as resting, the other people are just in little spots trying to get away. From some are resting, some are just thing. But coming from the west, it could be just the light kind of glints off, but coming into view, you see this pack of you see this pack. You almost can't see it, but it, especially with Karatos Isna, you'll notice that goblins are moving in, trying to use the dunes to kind of block their path. And let us roll initiative.
Arms.
Yeah, I had rolled them roll their stealth, and I had a couple that rolled like 1 and 2. So So I will say, for those that are sleeping, I'll say because they're trying to do this raid kind of in the hottest part. Actually, I'll just have you guys, for the trio that are resting, go ahead and give me a perception check.
$23 with disadvantage.
Sure. I was going to give disadvantage just because since you're all trying to rest in the hot sun, you know. Probably not the most fitful rest, but it's enough. But I'll say each of you are kind of waking up, but you guys are starting the encounter. You guys are prone. But
Okay, so if I'm waking up, I will stand up, and then I'm going to move to here. Actually, I can only get to there because dwarf speed. 45 feet. Where's the range?
like 2060.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I will throw a javelin at disadvantage. But I'm gonna rage.
Yeah, like I said, you guys been kind of traveling back and forth, so.
Pop that mushroom.
I'll get bigger in a second here. And plus an additional 2 for rage.
So unfortunately, because it was disadvantage, it would be a miss.
Oh right. Yep. Enter.
Oh, were you gonna get bigger, or do you want me to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it real quick.
Okay. There we go. And goblin. Okay. I'll move in and try to take a shot at Isna. Although it moves in. Not advantage, but I think a 20 will hit.
Did you say you were hitting Isna? Who is that against?
Goblin shoots at Isna.
Okay. Damage.
Why it's doing that?
Yeah, that's not helpful.
Okay, well, ignore the other attack. Yeah, it's the 4 piercing. Oh, that's weird. All right, and the goblin will move in, and then we'll try to hide behind. Although it's kind of like sees a tree, doesn't really notice what'll happen next. But it's not your turn.
Does the one on the warg look like a leader?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on that one.
Okay. Yes.
And since he's glowy, I'm going to use my bonus action to switch to my starry form and do my archer shot at him too. Uh, 18, because him
Yes.
glowing gives him
Yes.
advantage. For 7 radiant.
All right.
Right.
Go ahead.
I said that's it.
Okay, I'll say the goblin went from very, just bloodthirsty. Yeah, suddenly he nearly dying. He just got those two things and is kind of started looking a little worried. So we go from there to birch flower.
Birch flower has 20 feet of movement. Can birch flower the tree step over the cart, or does that seem
That's
tough?
probably tough.
That is 20 feet of movement, but birch flower has reach. So he slammed the little goblin.
Okay.
For 20 second bludgeoning.
Wow. Okay. Well. Yeah.
I think he just like pile drives the goblin into the ground.
Yes. Very much a very golf clap. Very nice. Go for birch flower. First blood. To Draven. Awake. But you are prone. But
Are
might be a
any
good
of these
spot.
goblins jade?
In shade. We'll say that one kind of is in shade just because it's trying to hide from Isna. So.
Okay. Ah, he does not expect the Drow hiding in. So I will bonus action steady aim. Well, I'll draw my weapon, bonus action steady aim, fire from the trees down below. I will stay prone though.
Sure. All right, hit
for 15 damage.
And how do you finish? How do you take that goblin out?
There's this arrow that impales it through the head. It didn't even see it coming.
All right.
All right. And I will have my raven flavored owl named Death by Hellfire fly over and grant advantage to anyone who attacks the leader next.
Okay. All right. Oh. Very nicely done. Suddenly the goblins are kind of they give the trees definitely a more wide berth. But the boss still, while on the warg. And it will see that as the boss is actually up. Okay. They will start trying to attack the tree, trying to chop some of it down. 21 for our.
That wasn't a tree.
Curious see if it. Oh, it actually did it. So 6 slashing, and then it'll try to cut again. Disadvantage. Disadvantage, so 19, and for 4 more damage on birch flower. And then at the end of turn, have the warg try to bite it. Which the bite, I'm not even gonna worry about the prone because it's not gonna knock down a. Oh, I don't think it can knock down the tree. Actually, it might. Yeah, Conceal Lock, give me a strength saving throw. I forget that a warg is actually large. Oh no.
6. It'll be a prone tree, although I do resist the piercing damage.
Sure. And Draven, can I get a dex saving throw?
Yeah. I fall and take 26 falling damage, I'm guessing.
Yep. Just kind of land on a rock. But from that, they'll boss will call out, and that's his turn. Karatos.
All right. Well, having the tree lay down is actually going to help this. So Karatos, hefting her glaive, will take a running start and leap over the tree. Easily able to clear. We'll get next to this boss goblin and take advantage of the advantage. With a 17.
Yes. 17 is right on the money.
All right. We will look at this. Does it identify as a fiend or undead?
Nope. Just goblin-ish.
By the horned one, we'll give it a divine smite for 23 points of slashing and radiant.
And how do you take him out?
We just go clean through. Then I need to read this ability. I cannot use this ability because that creature is dead. So we will go ahead and end our turn here with next to the warg. And we'll look over at the goblins and give the Morpheus come this way. End of turn.
Okay. I'll probably keep that goblin boss further forward. But yeah. Well, it's gonna give you a wide berth. And oh look, there's something big. It's gonna shoot at a Mario. Wow. Okay, they're rolling hot today. So piercing. Okay. Okay. On that. Okay, and this other goblin will actually try to take a shot at Isna and start to back up. Although 16 actually missed.
Will miss, yeah.
Okay, and then they'll start backing up. Okay. John, you're awake but prone.
Yep. So I hear the ruckus and everything. I'll spend half my movement to stand up and start making my way to the fight. So I'll just jump off the wagon. 15. All right. So that's all of my movement. And I'll shoot this guy once.
Okay. Yes.
And if he's still up, I'll bonus action shoot him.
He's not.
Oof. All right. So I guess I'll shoot the other one. Will go at that one at disadvantage. So that's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that'll still hit.
5.
Okay. 5. All right. Well, very hurt, but still alive.
My turn.
Okay, cool. And it's Cedar Lock.
What's still alive?
The warg technically still alive, but other than that, and the warg did bite on Cedar Lock.
And then that goblin way over yonder, but
Yep.
Cedar Lock can't get there. I'll whack a wart.
Don't forget to stand up.
I will stand up and then whack a wart.
Oh, but before the end of the turn, come barely through. All hidden like. These other goblin looks like these other boss types are coming in. This initiative. Okay. But more coming in from the south. But Mario.
All right. What's in this wagon?
Let's see. I'll say food or water.
If it's food, I'm going to attempt to, with my size, I'm going to attempt to pole vault over the wagon by putting my halberd into the wagon and then pole vaulting over.
Okay. We'll say even water, odd food. Food.
All right. Pole vault, and I land there.
Oh, this is a camel behind.
I'll get there. And then I'll attack this warg.
Okay.
And enter.
Okay. Isna.
I'm gonna produce flame and throw it at the ward.
Right, that's a hit.
And then I will shoot it with my archer attack.
Yes. Okay. And yeah, that's.
Repeating it?
How do you
What?
finish up?
I shoot it with a star, an arrow made of stars, right through its eyeball. I don't know. And I said, "Don't bite my tree."
Okay. Then we go there. What's Birchflower gonna do about these?
I guess where were the? Hang on, let me zoom out. Oh, hey, there's people to hit right there. Birchflower doesn't even have to move. It will try and slam the boss guy. Well, I guess it depends on what square the boss guy is. Is it within 10 feet?
Yeah.
10 will probably miss. They have +6 to hit. I just rolled trash.
You know, it happens. Still, I was able to drop one of them pretty easily. Raven.
Yeah, I think Draven can get the south goblin where he's at lying down.
Sure.
So he will steady aim and fire. My window go. $24 hit
Yes.
for 13 damage to the goblin.
Okay. Ouch.
And Raven will have his raven flavored owl, the bloodied prince bearing 10,000 knives, grant advantage to the next creature that attacks said goblin
Okay.
in turn.
Okay. I just feel like Draven at this point, you're just gonna get like have other people just pull you around as you're just kind of laying there and shooting. All right. The warg's turn. Oh no, the warg. I can delete this token because the warg is the other goblin boss. Ew. Kind of move, getting close. Actually, I'll just move in. Say something in goblin to this one over here, and we'll try to attack Birchflower. Scimitar 11 to hit the tree. I think that's a miss. And then we'll take another strike, and that'll miss as well. Advantage. And then the orc will try to bite. Ow, critically biting Birchflower. And Birchflower needs a strength saving throw.
I resist the piercing, so that's only 9.
Oh no.
Birchflower falls down.
And they'll call out. And Karatos.
Well, that works out for Karatos again. Karatos moves 30 feet to there, then will dash and take a running leap across the prone tree. And with her bonus action, she will use her horn as she leaps across the tree to impale the goblin that is riding.
And you should have advantage.
15.
On the boss. Yeah, I'll say that one was gonna throw a javelin. Didn't have a shield up because that's actually.
No smite, just 10 points of horny damage.
And that goblin is done though. It just kind of lumps and the work.
End of Karatos' turn.
Very nice. John.
All right, let's see. That's about 20 feet gets me to there. Oh wait, no, I'm too far up. All right, so 20 feet will get me to there. Put me in range of this one. Try to finish that one off.
Oh, all right. On the shoot the warg.
No, the goblin up north. I wanted to.
Oh, okay. One here. Wait. There. Oh no. Oh. I totally forgot about this goblin. I totally forgot about him. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now. Yeah, there's another goblin here.
Yeah, that one
That
up
one.
north is the one that I hit.
Oh yeah. Take that one out.
All right, I got 10 more feet of movement, so 10 will get me to there. I think that would keep me in range of the other one. 30. All right, perfect. Second shot, bonus action attack on that one. Oof. 8's gonna miss.
Yep.
And I'll stay right here in the turn.
Okay. The goblin that's living now will sort of start to run away, but before take a shot at John. 11's gonna miss, and is gonna moving away. Cedar Lock.
There is nothing close to Cedar Lock, huh?
Mm-mm.
Cedar Lock will start dashing south, I guess.
Okay.
Your horns.
With a dash, Cedar Lock can get there, and that's it.
Okay.
What horn?
All
This
right.
is why I don't let the trees know a language that you guys know. No one can speak Sylvan, right?
Probably not the only reason.
Okay, and the boss will try to swing at Karatos the Mighty. Karatos the pole vaulter. Scimitar. Nope. 9's gonna miss, and second one disadvantage. But that 15 is gonna miss. Or just take a bite. That's miss. All kinds. But all right, we go back up to Pari.
All right. Hmm. Let's see if I can make it there with a dash. I could probably make it over the campfire to here, and then throw a javelin.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to throw a javelin at that goblin boss.
Sounds good.
Nope.
Okay.
End turn.
What Isna?
I'm gonna guiding bolt the other boss and then shoot him with my archer thing.
Yeah. I gotta say that. That'll hit. Oh wow. Okay, just enough. And no, we will say if you guys are alright with since both the goblin bosses are gone, the wargs essentially will just run away.
Oh no, Karatos is gonna try to make one of them out.
Oh. Well, we can do
Animal handling with
Yep.
extreme disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Wants
Yeah,
to
well,
bend it to her will.
yeah. I'll say one disadvantage. I'll give it because it's not like you haven't attacked it yet.
But so I assume this one would run away before my turn,
I'll give
Or
you an animal
probably
handling check.
or probably get smashed by birch flower.
I figured we want to, if you're okay with doing this attempt taming kind of out of combat, just to, and then.
Yes, Karatos will attempt to take it as her mount, as she tries to bend it to her.
All right.
And yes, he will. I think this is just me. I think that she wants to take a more physical approach, trying to,
Okay.
muscle the creature, in. So she's using like the animal handling techniques, but using a firm hand to do so.
Sure.
Not
You
as much of
can.
the coaxing.
Yeah, it's a very firm hand. A strength-based, literal hands-on handling.
Not like in a bad way, but just trying to be forceful to show, how much strength there is. So,
Sure.
all right. Yeah, that didn't happen. So it probably runs away.
Uh, yeah, or that, or it tries to bite back, and then the
And then we have to deal with it.
everything. Yeah. One runs away, and hey, you have 2 wargs for a meal. Look at that! I was wondering, cranking this quote unquote to ultra was going to be dangerous. Yeah, I get that. Well, that. All right, and we'll take a break right there, probably 15 or so minutes, maybe a little bit more, because I'm putting kids to bed. So we will be back in our